Hello everyone, this is the Good Captain. Welcome to another video in my LP of Campaign Series West Front. Operation Sealion, mission number 4, titled Sour Times at the Great Stour. I looked up the pronunciation. That's how you pronounce that. Sour Times on the Great Stour. So, yeah, we'll just dive right into the scenario analysis and we'll lead off with the historical. D+1, Canterbury, 21 kilometers northwest of Dover. The capture of the British Isles is progressing as scheduled. The new personnel of Hawkinge Airdrome welcomed their first squadron of Stukas just a few hours ago. Elements of the 17th Infantry and 6th Mountain have linked up near Folkestone, and our beachhead has expanded. It now encompasses most of this southeastern tip of England. Canterbury is a remaining strongpoint in the area that must be taken. Your battalion, accompanied by elements of the 17th Recon Battalion, has been ordered to secure the river crossing at Thannington and continue the advance to Rough Common, northwest of Canterbury. If all goes successfully, Canterbury will be isolated and must surely fall. To assist your troops, some captured enemy transport has been acquired. Use them wisely. We have 20 turns. So 2 turns shorter than our last scenario, but significantly shorter distance to travel. So again, time looks pretty good. But we don't, of course, this is all relative to the enemy, how much resistance there is. Okay, visibility has never been better at 18 hexes. That's pretty awesome. So we will use those two factors to our advantage as much as possible, time and visibility. Now, before I go too much further, there is a little bit more of some verbiage to read, and I'm going to roll it over now to the Sealion Designer's Notes. Here it states that the city of Canterbury, a mere 28 kilometers north of Hythe, is a major road and rail junction which, if captured, will not only provide a network for communications and logistics for the German advance onto London, but also outflank the British garrisons still in the Dover Deal area. The area is defended by elements of the 1st London Division, including scattered 2-pounder anti-tank guns, anti-aircraft guns, and artillery. Expect the British forces to have laid mines and created improved positions. The plan is to take your battalion with the available units and advance across the Great Stour to assault the village of Rough Common to the northeast of Canterbury, thereby cutting off the reinforcements expected to strengthen the defenses of Canterbury. Okay, so a couple of things. First, this is a little more helpful in terms of what we can expect from the British in terms of resistance. So the 2-pounder anti-tank guns, anti-aircraft guns, and artillery. Well, this last one goes without saying. The first one is mildly interesting. We don't have a whole lot of armor, as you're about to see, but okay, that's good to know. This one is the most interesting. In the last battle, the advance along Stone Road, there were a couple of 40 millimeters that were deployed against us, and these things are, to me, the worst. They've got good attack values and good range and everything. So, and they're I think they can fire 3 times. I think their action points allow them, and their fire cost allow them to fire 3 times. So it's nice to know that should be some of those out there, if they're the 40 millimeter variety. If they're the other, I forget what they are, 37 millimeter anti-aircraft guns, less worried about those, but still, okay? And then I did sort of look ahead here and just, I read pretty much up to the end of this, and I was so impressed by, look at this, there's something like 29 plus scenarios to this. No, 29, I guess, yeah. So this is the final one, technically. And, yeah, I know it's based off this book, and if you were with me in my Follow the Philippines LCG, you know I'm kind of into that. So I was inspired enough to go ahead and buy the book, and I will read it, just like I did with the last LCG. Again, I do this for a couple reasons. One, I love World War II history. I am a World War II history buff amateur and amateur history buff. And alternative history, I'm not above alternative history by any means, especially in this case. Operation Sealion's a pretty well known operation that didn't happen, that could have happened. So, yeah. And then the second reason I do this is because it can provide some insight into the battle or campaign that you're fighting. So I didn't know too much about, I mean, I knew of the fall of the Philippines, but it was nice to be, the thing was that there's really no surprises for you if you know your history. And if this campaign game is based off of this book, I saw this last line here, the advice for the London, the fight in London, where you actually uh, cross the Thames and capture the House of Parliament and Buckingham Palace. The only comment is the British forces are at the point of desperation. Anything is to be expected. So I think I think I might cheat a little bit, quote unquote cheat. I think it's a fair way to cheat by reading a book and see what the book says happens. And Mr. Patho, you don't have to tell me if you stuck true to the book or not. Uh, I won't hold it against you if it's different, but it'll be nice to see if that helps or not. Anyway, just like to read World War II books, so that's on order, and now back to the game. Okay. Map overview. Dab the 4 key, and we check out elevation. So, sorry, I'm going to take it back down here. Just want to see if it's identified. Okay, yeah, it is. The Great Stour must be this low ground because there is sort of this low ground channel. We start out at 2 elevation above the Great Stour. So the Great Stour is 2 elevation below our starting position, and then we climb back up 2 elevations to get to Rough Common. We're actually not going to be going into Canterbury, apparently, although that is here. That is a fairly significant piece of terrain there. The other, so that's really it for the elevation. I don't see anything too interesting other than what I just described for elevation. So now we'll go into key pieces of terrain. And that city of Canterbury is a key piece of terrain, but I don't know how interesting or vital it will be. But I do have a plan, and we'll get to that in the planning portion of my pregame to kind of see if that's useful or not, or will be significant or not. Okay, and the other key piece of terrain is this river, of course, that was mentioned. The Thannington River, I think it was. Okay, this cannot be crossed except via 4 locations, and that's here, right where the title Great Stour is printed on the map. 3 hexes up, there's another ford, okay, just south of Milton. And then there's actually a bridge between Thannington and Milton. And then on the far right, what I consider at this moment to be the far right limit of my advance, there is another bridge just entering into Canterbury here. Now, my first impression is to stay the heck out of this city, and God knows what's in there, but given that much of the fighting and the objectives are, and Ooh, yeah, and we'll get to that right now. Nice dovetail into the objectives section. Given that the objectives, there are 4 of them that I don't have, are 2 in the Great Stour, 1 on the run up, Harble down to the Rough Commons, and then Rough Commons itself, are all in a straight line. I consider my limited advance to be a screen length across, so I don't expect to be going too far, much over, other than the maybe 2 hexes away from the board edge over here, to at most this bridge. And I'm not going to use this bridge unless things get pretty hairy or the situation creates the opportunity to do so. It seems like we should just kind of drive straight in, but I'm not excluding the possibility of using this area to get around. There's actually several crossing points in Canterbury, and if it looks like there's nothing in there, I'm not above flanking, just flanking the entire position. So we'll see, and by that I mean we will see, quite literally, because there's, again, we start out with the high ground, and the best way I think to use that is to get to points where you can see stuff. I like reconnaissance, so pinned out some hexes, some favorite hexes of mine, and one of the most important ones I want to get to is this hex here, 1716. 1716 is a hex that can see chunks of outer Canterbury, inner Canterbury, and it can see this vital hex here of Thannington. It's the only one that can do it at a safe distance, or relatively safe distance, so put eyes on that hex and all adjacent hexes. You'll notice from Thannington, the only way to see anything is to move within 3 hex range down here, or I guess there's technically a 6 hex range here, but this area of the battlefield is problematic in that there's just a ton of woods hexes, and as I made clear in the last battle, I don't like, look at how you know, rough, tough, like this hex here. This is a perfectly, I do not want to go into this clover of hexes, because whatever could be here can't be seen at all or baited at all unless you move adjacent and giving it a max shot. So I don't like that. And there's certain areas in here that look restrictive in terms of vision. I thought there were more, to be honest, now that I'm re-looking at this. I thought it was worse than this, but anyway, I will be sending this company up there, but we'll get to that in a moment. Okay. So, the objectives relative to victory, we have to make 550 points. We actually start out with an objective, Debden Court. So we'll have to leave someone behind to make sure that this stays protected. I'm thinking of using my half platoon to cover it and just take off. I don't feel like there'd be a ton of marauding British coming out of the flanks or from the rear area. But again, it's always good to cover down on the objectives you fought for, or in this case, were given. But also notice this is kind of interesting. Here's Lower Hards and here's Petham. So this is just a continuation of the map that we just fought on. It's kind of neat. I like when that happens. Just kind of a neat thing. Okay. All right. So the takeaway from the objectives is that, yeah, 550 is what we're trying to go to. We start out with 25. Sorry. And we've got 375 points total of victory points through objectives. 375. Which means we have to make 175 points in casualties, which is, everything seems pretty appropriate. With the exception that I don't see that, okay, just to compare an objective-based strategy, I don't think we're going to have the option of foregoing any of these objectives. Like the axis of advance is, to me, pretty black and white here, And you cannot not take rough commons, right? We have to take this 200-point objective that is so many points, so necessary to victory, and simply moving that way seems, just moving towards that objective, that 200 points, seems like we're going to pick up Milton and Harbledown on the way, and Thannington, of course. Okay. So yeah, what is the plan? Let me take a little pause because, and I'll share with you this alternative I might be considering, or a pipe dream I'm considering, but I'll be right back. Let me check a few things. Yo, I'm back. Okay. One thing I forgot to do is review, or I didn't forget to do, yeah, I sort of did, is let's go over some of the support and available units. So we've got 5 air raids, 5 on-call air support missions. Of course, we got the Stukas. We also have 2 HS-123As. These are kind of interesting. I think they're a biplane. I don't have it here, but yeah, the picture was of a biplane, and they hit on an 18. It's a ground attack aircraft, so that's pretty cool. It's sort of between a Stuka and a BF-109 in terms of effectiveness. So good. And then the artillery is all again on map, and 3 out of the 4 are the mountain guns, which are fixed at the beginning but are released on game turn 6. So they'll be doing indirect fire missions from where they are until that time, and at that time, I'll definitely pack them up and move them as close as I dare without moving them into direct fire combat. I think just moving them closer to make them slightly more effective as artillery is better than leaving them there or moving them into direct combat. And we also have a complete motorcycle company. This is probably the most significant thing to notice, or to me, in this scenario. I will be abusing these for sure. And the Stug tanks are back, but they're full strength, or sorry, they're at 3 SP instead of 2, so that's helpful. And we do get reinforcements. There's a bunch more fellows coming in, bicycle platoons, which I do have up here, pretty much like everybody else. 12963 is my parachute infantry platoon, and they're 12963 as well. So yeah, happy to have them, happy to abuse them. And then there's trucks, motorized transport will be coming in, and I think this is staying true to the book. I don't know if we're going to have any use for them personally, but it's kind of neat to see that. It's supposed to represent stolen or things that were picked up on the battlefield to help the Germans move faster, that are British, so we'll see about that. Okay, and what's the plan? So I was very briefly looking at just, what if we could outflank the scenario design, right? What if we just went through Canterbury and just came up the side and, grabbed this objective, that objective, maybe Thannington, just did a whole mess of damage. But this is something I sometimes look at and dream about. But my many experiences playing this game, it's best to just stick to the script, because you don't know what you're. It's not that even that you don't know what you're going to get. Usually, just going off script is worse in my experience. So yeah, we're gonna move forward. We'll lead off with our loner units. However, at the beginning, I probably will clear the local area. Like, I really just kind of want to get after whatever's here with my own guys and clear that out. Secure the area in general before sending out the units that we have been given to us. namely the motorcycle platoon and the bicycle platoon, platoons. Okay, so that's it. Boy, that was a bit longer than usual. Yeah, 20 minutes. Sorry about that, but this looks like a pretty. I had a lot to say. There's a lot going on, and this looks like an interesting. I have a feeling this one's going to be interesting, mostly because of that it's just the way it's brought up, and it seems like kind of like an all roads lead to this Canterbury thing when you read when you read about this Eagle Day to the Battle of Canterbury. It seems like this is sort of a culminating event. So, anyway, first things first. Actually, I've already forgotten my initial moves. Let me review some things and we'll kick this off. Okay, yo, I'm back. The first thing I want to do is take one of these two platoons. We'll use this one because it's not the headquarters, and just check to see if there's a machine gun in there by moving into this hex just northeast of Street End. So we'll move. Let's make sure, yeah. Move here and here. Okay, so nothing obvious. So we'll assume it's a rifle platoon, and we'll move here. And this should be a shot here. Okay, let's move the machine guns. And the leader. I don't believe it. No one's there. Merton Farms. Well, we will leave these guys op fire at maximum range so that they shoot back if they are shot at. Oh yeah, one other thing, very quickly. This PSW 221 armored car has anti-aircraft ability, so we finally have something, albeit it's probably pretty weak. Yeah, it's pretty friggin' weak, but hey, it's not nothing. So, but otherwise it's pretty crummy. PSW 221, sort of the German Bren gun carrier, but I think it's better in a few different ways, but not much better. So, anyway, I digress. Okay. And then, yeah, mostly we want to get these motorcycle platoons as close to the lip of the cliff as we can before deploying them. So that to me is the most obvious thing to start with. But just to be certain, look at this. Ugh. Just to be certain, let's just make sure there's no British units across the road by potentially baiting some shots with our guys. Let's just move a little bit. Okay, I'm satisfied. Okay, let's move here. Traffic jam. Want to be careful when you dismount these. I don't want to cause a massive traffic jam, so yeah. Yeah, let's just do it. There. Unload and unload. Okay, so our motorcycle platoon company is, I should say, ready to go into action starting next turn. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. Okay. Let's move up one space here. Here's our half platoon. For the time being, I'm not going to have him come back to cover Debden Court. We'll participate with the rest of the units up here. Ooh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me take a look again. 5 with a machine gun. Yeah, 4. As long as it's a medium, it's a 4. But I have height advantage, and it looks like I've got a little bit of a hedge, so... Yeah, we're going to take the risk of staying put. Yeah. Yep. That's a perfect job for you. Half strength platoon. Okay. Let's move you here. And we'll move the engineers out onto the road. My first turn is my favorite turn in the sense that you know that there's no air or artillery raids, so you can just move however you like on the first turn. That's one thing I like about that. Okay, and then over here, yeah, it's we want to advance. I really do want to get them across this as safely as possible. So I was thinking of having them advance down the road and then cut in, but we might not do that. I don't know. We'll see. Let's just advance. So first, let's see what we can see already. Yeah, I remember these guys could, okay, they could see pretty decently down the road, but this hex here they can't see. So I definitely want to try to get someone out to the open here, right here, to see these hexes. And that will be you. Dang. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is not good. Ah. Ow. Dang. That was about the worst thing that could have happened. Dang. There's nothing much we can do. I was hoping there wouldn't be a machine gun, and there was a machine gun. Yeah, what else can you do? Alright, this will happen from time to time. Let's move out. What can you see? Yeah, let's just move up. Up. And just hope that the machine gun doesn't get another SP loss. Boy, I hate losing one right on the first turn like that. It's always a tough, not the best way to start a game, you know. This is an engineer platoon that's on loan to us. Let's get him going. Bring up the Stugs. Okay. It's the leader for the recon company. Move here. Captain. Huh. I don't know who this is for. Let's see if this is. Is that another leader for the recon? Find out right now. Yeah. Lieutenant Hartek and Captain Erdman. Oh, I know. This is the battalion commander, or the company commander. So we'll move headquarters with him. And this is for the Stugs. So we'll move you here as well. And we'll move you just here for the moment. Yeah, we want to get someone to 16, 17, so it's probably going to be someone from this company. Let's move you here. Move you here. Mortars. Ah, yes, we have 4 smokes. I forgot to mention that as well. And so these mortars will be responsible for laying smoke wherever it's needed when it's needed. But for the time being, I'll have them stay put. And 2. Yeah, we want to move. We want to move you right now while we can. Up and over. This is a much more appropriate location. Yeah, might be able to camp here for a turn, maybe 2 at maximum. Okay, let's cycle through. Okay, and then call down the fire missions. So the most pressing issue is this situation here. We need to plaster this guy. I'll put 5 out of 6 of the 75mm mountain guns on him, and then 1 fire mission goes here. I'm going to drop both mortars here. I don't believe there's nothing there. If there isn't, shame on me, but that's the way we want to do it. Okay, and then the air missions, air support. I'm going to put one, yeah, I'm going to use one here. I hate machine guns. I'm hoping 5 fire missions on this will do something, and then that's why this guy gets the air mission. So now we give the enemy its turn, and ooh, mines. Yeah, we knew that might happen. Okay, let's all collectively cross our fingers as regards to casualties from this machine gun here. Okay. Alright, I think our... Okay. Alright, thanks for crossing your fingers for me if you did that. Looks like we pulled through. And we got the heavy machine gun back. So come on, air raid. I want to do some damage. Oh, that was a totally disappointing. Okay, but now we have some room to maneuver, and we will. That's up here. Okay, I'm gonna wager that this is a medium machine gun. 2, 3, 4, and place this unit here at range 6. If it is, this machine gun will shoot twice and expend his all his firepower doing that. In the meantime, we are going to stack adjacent to the hex adjacent to this guy. We'll overload it. Bring these two here. So the idea is that this guy will shoot out his action points, and then we'll hit him with an entire company, including supporting machine guns, and destroy him next turn, regardless of whether or not air or artillery is effective. So over here, so I'm probably not going to expend any ordnance on this guy this next turn. With all these mines, this is now going to get all the indirect fire. I can give him an air, well, there's already an air raid on him, but I guess they fooled me. If not, I'm gonna be losing an SP here. Let's move down the road. Really? Wow. Alright, let's not get crazy just yet. Let's go check it out. Guess no one's there. Wow. Huh. Okay. Daggington. Let's move someone into that hex. Just to check that little village out. Yeah, because it can't see the road. How much further do you think we should move here? Okay, yeah, that should be okay. One more. Okay. Let's just move normally. Double time. Okay, we're moving on down the road. Again, we're just trying to get to hex 16, 17, and then support. We'll make a decision on where to go or who to support after that. Yeah. Yeah, there's lots of random mines. Okay, let's lead off with motorcycle platoon. Double time and go. Double time and go. Send the leader with you. Huh, whoops, I can see now that this guy can see. That's okay though. This machine gun we can see these units here and we'll shoot them if there's no other targets, so maybe this company can resolve both of these machine gun teams, the issue with both of those machine gun teams. But otherwise, it looks like we've got a clean run in to the Stour. So we'll double time and move. Actually, I need to clear up this traffic jam a little bit. Okay. Yeah, we'll just move with them. Double time. Yeah, these hexes are, this is as packed as we want to make them. Okay. Let's move the trucks back a little bit. Let's move these guys up 2 more spaces. Same with you. So 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that X is as packed as we want to make it as well. And the engineer platoon moves up. Okay. It's time to move this mortar, yeah, for sure. We wanna be in position to hurl an accurate smoke fire mission if we need to, so we'll bring on the reinforcements. Empty trucks. Okay, yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm probably not going to use these. I like it's cool to the storyline, but I just don't think I'm going to have any use for them. Okay, so yeah, let's check the ranges on this headquarters. How do we look? Pretty good. What are we doing with these guys? Well, not staying in this exact hex, that's for sure. This is the first turn where artillery will be available to the British in terms of them actually dropping on us, so we're actually going to pull back for a turn. Yep. Yep, let's just see how that shakes out. A little nervous about how packed this area is, but there really isn't any other way around it other than to move slower, which I don't want to do. So we'll cycle through. Yeah, the PSWs. You know, I think I might have them trail along behind the recon company. Okay. When did the bicycle turn to? Okay, so they didn't come on. They should have, but they didn't. It's too bad. Okay, next turn then. Call down the fire missions. I'm going to dump all the mountain guns onto this position here and give the enemy its turn. Well, we know they have at least 1 battery. It is a medium machine gun. this is an overloaded hex. And we made it again. Excellent. Get him, go get him. I have such terrible luck with air attacks. Oh, thank God. Okay. They're disrupted. Perfect. Okay, so the most obvious thing first for me is to, and this always makes me, it's like a nail biter to me, but we're gonna move here, shoot. Excellent, but we need to do more damage. Okay, and then we'll take our two best platoons. Move adjacent, shoot. Yes! Yes, yes. That was awesome. That was awesome. Okay, now we have to worry about this machine gun. So what we're going to do now is double time and move over this hedge. Double time, move over the hedge. And this company will start to, will take the responsibility of destroying this machine gun as well. So we're on our way. Okay, this carrier platoon. I wish that other Stug had fired last turn, but okay. Fatigued, fatigued. So the Stugs are going to be the best people to do some damage here, so we'll shoot. Disrupted. Okay. Gonna take a little bit of a risk here, I think. Let's move 2 spaces. And try to get around him. So now we'll destroy this platoon. Bye. Okay. You'll go here. Artillery's gonna bomb in this area. I'm gonna stay spread out. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so that was fun. Alright, wow, look at this line of minefields. Again, we are behind the 8-ball for sure. This is, we need to get there faster than what we are, how we are. So I'm gonna order these guys to hit the gas pedal. to do much this turn. 16, 17 might not be as interesting. Well, no, we still want to get there so we can see just huge swaths of the map. Yeah, I still think it's valuable, even if it's not necessary to taking or helpful to taking Thannington. It'll still be something we do. Okay. But yeah, we definitely need to start narrowing it out here. This is getting a little wide of a front for me. I think I'm going to have this platoon sort of, I think we're going to have them kind of join up and, oh, look, we see a fortified position here. That's interesting. See one there. Yeah, we're just going to be under, wow. I didn't realize, oh yeah, we're completely under, okay, this is the last turn where I double anyone up. Yeah, that everyone, there's just, it's hill to hill, so yeah, we're going to be basically completely under observation. Everywhere from now on, I think is the best assumption to make. So, okay. I'm going to send this company down to assist. Yeah. We'll overload this one hex, just because this one I know is, yeah, safe. And it was, they weren't seen, so I doubt the AIs can even hurl shells in this area. Okay. Engineers. Cycle through. Oh yeah, this guy, this headquarters company. Or platoon. Yeah, we're losing them there. Yeah, we do need to get going. So let's get going. Okay. Let's call down the artillery. He's disrupted. That's good. We'll need that because we're at range 5 now. I aim to keep him disrupted. We'll just drop everything on him. Good enough. One thing I didn't check is who is supplying these guys? They don't have a headquarters? Huh. No way, the reinforcements still didn't come? Dang, that is not good. To lose 2 whole turns. Wow. That's rough. Dang. Okay. All right. All right. All right. That's okay. We'll be all right. We don't need another air raid. This guy's gonna get beat up here. So, yeah. Give the enemy its turn. Yeah. There's 2 batteries. It looks like. Yep. Off to the top right there of the map, near Canterbury maybe, and one top center. See if he rallied. Yep, he rallied. Damn. Come on, artillery, disrupt him. Yes! Yes. Okay, and a retreat order 2. Okay, if he retreated there, 2, 3, then we got to get somebody up here to bait shots. 4 hex range is not okay. 5, yeah, right here. And I didn't want to go there because Stuppington Farm, it can only be cleared by moving adjacent. Before I forget, I'm just going to do it. Yep, we're going to take this. This is not our engineer platoon. This is not what they should be doing, but okay. Good. Now we will draw fire at 5 hex range from hopefully a disrupted machine gun, and we should be fine and maintain contact with them. Okay. What are we on time? Alright, this will be the last turn. That'll put us 4 turns of 20 plus the scenario analysis. That's good enough. Okay, over here, I hate the fact there's minefields everywhere, but I think we've got it pretty well pinned out. Yeah, we're okay to move. Yeah, let's move you here. Problem will be if there's minefields in any of these wheat field hexes. We won't be able to see them if we move 2 spaces. We could run into some. We'll deal with it. Okay. Very cool. Can't see much, but hey, neither can they. Okay. Okay, over here, we need to sort of pick our axis of advance now. I'm going to take a risk, take this low ammo platoon, and use these trenches to just move adjacent, see if there's anything in there. Only because if these trenches weren't here, I wouldn't do this. Okay, looks open. And then, yeah, we need to be conscious of where this guy is. So, these 2 hexes. Yeah, we'll just move up. Let's get out on this road. Move you. Yeah, move you here. 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 I hate machine guns are very lethal units. If this was a rifle platoon, I'd be doing things quite a bit differently, but I don't like taking losses. Yeah, so yeah, we look okay. So we're taking our sweet time here at the beginning of the scenario, but again, we just want to sort of feel our way forward. Okay. Good. Looks good. Yeah, pretty quick turn. Now just these fellows. Okay. In terms of getting some observation into, I want to do a setup turn, Thannington. let's move a Stug 3B here just to what are we trying to do? Draw anti-tank gunfire? Hey, look, we see more stuff. Yeah, we definitely want to have this aircraft scout car in position because RAF is. I can't imagine they're not going to show up on this one. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is move you. No, you will go here. Let's that. Oh, jeez. Reduced by 2. Oh my gosh. Nice hit. Nice hit. Wow. That's pretty rough. I was up elevation behind a hedge in a field. Dang. That was a good hit. Dang. Well, at least they weren't my guys. Dang, that sucked. Darn. Alright, let's double time and move here. This is the next best. Yes, rifle fire. That should be no effect here. Okay, good. Dang. Man, we're getting broken up. Okay, let's move you here. Here. Uh-huh. These are those. Really? Oh, it's a machine gun. 1, 2, 3. Ouch. Okay, well, there you go. We will now move into position to shell these guys. Yeah, that's... Probably should have baited a shot out of him one more time, but... That's... Yeah, I'll pull this real quick, but I think I remember what this is. Be right back. Yo, I'm back. Yeah, these are 2-pounder Portees. Actually, these are more lethal than I thought. Basically, 2-pounder AT guns on the backs of trucks. And at hex range 2, is that what we're at? No, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, at hex range 3, it's not terrible. A 4 anti-tank value. But we're gonna try to clobber these guys. We are both full on ammo. Let's hit them. Okay, that may have been... Excuse me, that may have been the wrong thing to do after all. Dang, I thought we could at least disrupt him. Okay. Crap. We're not in a... We have no flank support, basically. I like to have... When I take an objective, I like to kind of surround it, I feel like, is the best way to do it, and our flanks are lagging. So if we do this, it's just head-to-head. If we do this... Like, can I at least get a hex range 3 out of this guy? Yeah, we could sidestep. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could get here. How far can we go with our remaining platoon? No, we don't want to do that. So we'll just move 2 spaces. Ah. Now, the tanks. Oh, yeah, we'll just stand our ground then. And just rely on our armor and 3 hex range to defeat this 2-pounder Portee. Okay, That's it. Yeah. Actually, no, let's take this opportunity. Oh, no, no, sorry, there's a machine gun about. Let's not. Yeah, almost did a crazy thing there. Wow. Okay. Oh, God. They're never gonna come. This is. This is pretty bad. Uh, Unless I misunderstand the rules some way. I mean, that the likely, I forget what the percentage likelihood is, but turn 2, they could have been here. Turn 3, they missed. Turn 4, they missed too? Alright, one benefit to leaving the tanks here is at least one of them will probably still be there to call down artillery support, so we will split our fire. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's just in case one retreats, somebody retreats to the other hex, vacating one hex, so. Okay, let's give the enemy its turn. No aircraft, because I can't be target specific enough. There's too many, and we'll give the enemy its turn. Okay. Yeah, it's coming from the top right. Excellent. Okay. Ah, disrupt. Whoa! Oh my god! Oh, whoa. Oh, holy crap. Oh, that was super lucky that we didn't get smashed by that guy. Okay, we've undisrupted the guy. Reinforcements have finally arrived. Come on, Artie, do some damage. Yeah. Yes. Okay, I'll take it. One disruption. Oh, thank God, it's the anti-tank. Well, this is public enemy number 1, and we're gonna shoot adjacent. We have 1 low on ammo, but I don't care. Not good enough. Goodbye. That was our low on ammo, guys, so we'll take the one that's not low on ammo and hit this guy. Yes! And now hit the machine gun. Ah, okay. Oh, dang, look at all the... Thank God I couldn't go to that hex. I'd gotten mine. No, I wasn't trying to. I was trying to... Right? Yeah, okay. God, there's a lot of mines. Oh yeah, I said this would be the last turn. Sorry, I really wanted to resolve the issues against those 2-pounders, but let's take a quick look at the victory. So we're at 46. We've taken 3 SP losses. Yeah, 3 SP. So we lost 9 victory points. But the enemy has lost significantly more. Okay, so yeah, we are on our way. I think these Stugs are here to stay. I think we're going to shell these people until they're blown out of their fighting position. Ah, look at this. Here's more of these 2-pounder portees. Okay. I'm going to bring these on. It's about damn time. Only foot movement units can double time. Oh, you can't double time on a bicycle. Okay. Yeah, we need to get them up there ASAP. They are way late. They were supposed to be here on turn 2. They missed turn 2. They missed turn 3. They missed. There were 3 turns behind. It's pretty rough. But okay, we'll pick it up here next time. Thank you for watching this. All the best from the good captain, and bye-bye.